So we open on a bad guy lab, and oh my, wait, what happened to everyone? Anyways, then we open on Coconut Head and Last Hairbender at school in Cali, and Hairbender made a little project about Officer Yogi, but she doesn't understand the assignments. Then we got back to Spooky Town, and Dipper, Ginger, and young Roderick are all at the pep rally, but Erica's brother is on the sports ball team now and has to miss their D&D night for the sports ball game. What a loser. So then Ginger's in the bathroom, and generic cheerleader is freaking out because, oh my god, what is that? Okay, anyway, then we see Hairband Man, and he sasses some jocks, and then goes to see the generic cheerleader, but wait, why is there a grandfather clock? So then Winona gets a creepy doll and breaks it open with help from Psychowitz, and she finds a note that Officer Yogi is alive. Meanwhile, at Cali School, some Billies break Hairbender's project and walk away, and oh, we're moving along. Okay, so then the gang plays D&D with Lil Sass instead of Erica's brother, and they win, and Erica's brother nails the game-winning shot, but none of that matters because generic cheerleader goes to Hairband Man for some bad stuff, and oh my god, what? So Roger goes to Cali to visit Coconut Head and Hairbender, and Psychowitz is also there to help Winona figure this creepy doll note out. Meanwhile, flashback time. Oh dude, it's Officer Yogi. He's okay. Wait, no he's not. Anyway, so Dipper and Ginger go to young Ghostbuster and Sailor Moon to try to find Hairband Man, while Hairbender, Roger, and Coconut Head go roller skating. That's when the bullies show up, and we cut back to Nancy Drew and generic nerd kid, and dude, what's wrong with his face? Anyway, so then bullies attack Hairbender and embarrass her in front of Roderick, so she straight up decks the main bully with a roller skate. So then Psychowitz and Winona call this Russian dude who tells them to get Officer Yogi, they need to get some real money. So then generic nerd kid gets lost in the woods, and who cares because the gang found Hairband Man, and they explain the nether from Minecraft to him, and generic nerd kid, oh no, not again, what is that? What is that thing? Ah! So we open on some house, and oh dude, it's not so creepy doctor guy. Anyway, so then the child Harry Styles and Michael Jackson and his pal Cheech and Chong pick Hairbender, Coconut Head, and Roderick up from the roller rink, and Hairbender had a bad day, so she cries. Meanwhile, Monster Mash searches for his next victim, which happens to be generic basketball man. So then Roderick and Hairbender argue because Roderick won't say he loves her or something, and then the cops take her for assaulting someone with a roller skate. And then we cut to Officer Yogi, and he has a prisoner hammer touch his foot for some reason, and the government dudes try to take the Hairbender, but it's not creepy doc. Okay, we're okay. So then Nancy Drew and Sailor Moon read the newspaper version of TMZ to find a clue to solve the mystery, and Dr. Dude warns Hairbender about the big bad mystery villain, while Ginger has some visions, and oh no, not the grandfather clock. So the Popo are interviewing Roderick, Coconut Head, and Harry Styles Jackson, but they're straight sassing the feds. Then we cut back to the gang at the school, and Lucas is there now too, and Ginger tells them the Monster Mash is going after her next, so now they're in a hurry. So Nancy Drew and Sailor Moon go to a nut house to talk to the guy they read about in the newspaper TMZ, while Psychowitz and Winona meet up with Pilot Man to bring them to Officer Yogi, but Pilot Man betrays them and puts them in his plane. Meanwhile, another group of government people attack the Cali boys and their government people, and it doesn't go well, but Cheech and Chong helps them escape. And then back to the nut house, Scary Eye Man talks about a demon or something, but I'm sure that won't come back later. So Ginger goes to Ginger Ranger's grave, and all of a sudden he appears, but he was just a nightmare, and Monster Mash captures her, and the gang has to rescue her from the nether by playing some song that definitely has no meaning and isn't super popular now, and then they save her, and that's the end of the episode. So the Cali gang is trying to evade the cops while not so creepy doctor takes Hairbender to a secret hot tub, and oh no, it's creepy doctor dude. So then it cuts to a flashback of the bad guy lab, and Hairbender talks to oh, I'm uncomfortable. Anyway, the Cali gang finds the code they need. Meanwhile, the Spooky Town gang straight up breaks into Scary Eye Man's house to find the source of the Monster Mash, while Flashback Hairbender can't make lights move with her mind. So then we cut to Psychowitz and Winona, who overpower Pilot Man and crash land his plane for him, while the Spooky Town gang figures out the source of Monster Mash's power. So then the sports ball guys track down Hairband Man, and then one of them, oh god, not again, why? Not in the water, oh no, gross! Anyway, so then Hairbender gets her powers back, almost kind of. So the Spooky gang goes to visit Hairband Man, while the Cali gang goes to visit Dipper's girlfriend, aka Mabel, to crack the code, and it is a madhouse. So then the prison, Officer Yogi and the prisoners get to eat a whole bunch, and it turns out it's because they're going to fight the toothy monster that the bad guys have. Meanwhile, in the flashback pool, Hairbender's talking to Uncomfy Staring Man, and oh, I'm uncomfortable again. Meanwhile, the Spooky gang tracks down a location of Monster Mash to the lake, so they all go there, and in the flashback pool, Hairbender gets beat up for kicking some butt earlier, and then the adults in the Spooky gang go to the lake, and young Ghostbuster gets yanked into the nether by a nether tentacle, and everyone goes in after him, and oh wait, no, Steve Harrington, no! Okay, wait, Steve's fine. Anyway, so then Winona and Psychowitz sneak into the prison, while the adults in the nether sneak around to try to find a way out, and end up at Nancy Drew's house and use Tappy Lightcode to talk to Dipper and the others. And then in the flashback pool, Hairbender plays checkers with Uncomfy Staring Man, and she tries to escape the bad guy lab, meets up with Uncomfy Staring Man in the basement, and takes a little chip out of his neck. So then we cut to the prison, and Officer Yogi and the other prisoners are getting ready to fight the toothy monster, while Psychowitz and Winona have to watch, but then they end up getting him help, and they reunite, and aww. Anyway, so then Spooky Town gang meets up at the portal, and everyone gets out, but Nancy Drew and the Monster Mash reveals through flashbacks and exposition that he is in fact both the Uncomfy Staring Man and the problem that sent the Scary Eye Man to the nut house, and he's the one that caused all the havoc to the bad guy base. Oh my god, this show is awesome! What?